alaikum. We'll ask the first question. You will? There are three hands. I could call Asar.
Ladies take priority. And she's a very kind and considerate, compassionate woman. And naturally, when she sees natural disasters such as the earthquake in Mexico and the volcano in Colombia recently, she's very disturbed over these things. And she's asked me to ask you, why it seems these disasters happen to people that are least capable of dealing with these types of situations? Least capable of dealing with these types of situations?
Well, I think this question needs to be rectified first before I begin to answer, and this rectification of the question in fact is a part of the answer, because it shouldn't be looked at from the angle your mother is looking at it. The fact is that there are two phenomena running parallel. One, the phenomena of nature, which is completely, normally I should say, not completely, normally dissociated with the phenomena of religion. And it should not be studied in solitary events. It should be studied in a grand whole, according to the large scheme of things. So let's first dissociate these two phenomena. Let's first understand the phenomena of nature. What part do the volcanoes play in the making or unmaking of the nature of this world? So when you study the phenomenon of earthquakes in the larger context, then you come to realize that their benefit is much greater than the harm done by them. And the harm done by them has no religious background normally. Because when they did harm to dinosaurs alike. And it was not just to human beings. They were not a special selection of the earth. It happened, and whenever it happened, the life around close to the active what you call mouth of the earthquake, or the seat of the earthquake, whichever thing was close to it was destroyed, or damaged. So this is a phenomenon to be seen in this light first and to be understood. As I have said, in relation to God, this should be weighed as far as the benefits and the damages are concerned, and if the benefits are overwhelmingly greater, then there is no objection against the scheme of things. Because it is impossible as we study nature to create something good without a shadow on the opposite side. Goodness in fact is a positive value, and the positive values, sometimes by their absence and sometimes by casting a negative shadow, also produce a sort of evil. This is to be understood basically before you understand the scheme of things in nature. For instance, you say heat is good, but to what extent, and where, and how? All these questions are relevant. Otherwise, you just can't say heat is good, because all these questions looked at from a different angle would give you a negative reply. Heat is not good. For instance, heat applied in the form of fire to one's clothing is not good. But heat applied in the form of a source of energy for cooking, or for running the locomotives and other things, is all good. Heat is bad I mean, additional heat is bad when you are suffering from 120 degrees Fahrenheit in Pakistan, and still more is coming, and there is no relief for that. And heat is so most welcome here when in England nowadays. So heat is the positive value created by God. How this value is used and employed, that could decide whether this was good or bad. So look at it in small incidents here and there. Still the answer will be rather confused. In some places we consider it to be good, in some other places to be bad. But when you broaden the canvas and look at the nature of energy and what role it played in the making of man or the development of the universe, then you will come to realize that heat is good, and the damage or the evils created by heat were just small localized incidents where heat was misemployed or excessively used. So this is what I mean by studying the nature of things at large. So phenomena of volcanoes is so highly important for the development of the continents as such, for not only the developments of certain things, but for their safe burials for a certain time. Otherwise they will be destroyed. The petrol, as we say it, and the coal and so many other minerals which are being utilized widely by human beings. They are all the results of volcano phenomena. And take that away and then weigh put on the other scale put these benefits on one scale and put the losses caused to some human life somewhere on the other scale and judge for yourself then. Would you rather not have a few hundred or a few thousand people killed and also forego the benefits of the earthquakes? That is the question. So when you come to see it from this line, from this angle, then suddenly you will realize that if there were no volcanoes, there would be no Colombia. There will be no civilization at all. And if there were a civilization, it would be hard put today for the lack of energy. Because all the part of the storage of energy which the volcanoes have played for your sake is so immense that without their effort, you will not find the world today as it is. There will be no petrol, for instance, buried anywhere. It would have been evaporated long, long ago. In fact, it wouldn't have come to be. Because unless large sources of wood and other material, organic material, were buried deep under the forces of volcanoes, they would not turn into oil. So many other benefits you are drawing from volcanoes, you ignore to observe them. You think they are for granted. You think you're right. They had to be there. And you just simply don't notice them and don't thank God for their presence. And slight misbehavior on the part of volcanoes, and you start asking questions and addressing God. What is this? Why this suffering? These poor people, they didn't do anything. That sort of thing is because of lack of proper understanding of things, lack of larger perspective. We are so used to observing small things on a smaller canvas, dissociated with the whole phenomenon. Also, we are used to accepting the good things without thanks. And bad things you turn,